Hey guys, and how's it going? Welcome back. Guys, wondering why I haven't been making very many yard sale videos? Well, the hoard is getting over full, so I'm trying to throttle how much stuff I take in until I can get some of that stuff either wrenched on or junked or sold off or into the collection, you know. But with that, stuff has still been coming to me due to just the fact that who I am and people know who I am, and this stuff gets sold to me, and this is no exception. Here's a couple of pieces. One is a Aaron's 4-horse front tine rototiller. It was kind of thrown in on a deal. I really didn't want it, but it was like, I'm gonna put it out front for free if you don't take it. So I decided to take it just in case, and I could do the same whether I decide to keep it or not. And that's a front tine rototiller. The problem with them is the style of the gas tank and the carburetor that's on them is not very conducive to coming back once they get all cruddy and rusty. They become fairly expensive to fix for the value of what the tiller is worth after it's all put back together. So we have that. Whether we do anything with that, who knows? But better up on the list is this John Deere. I think it's going to be a Bobcat with a John Deere name on it. I'm not sure of that. Kind of looks like one. And it's running the Kawasaki 460 motor. Gonna need the carbs cleaned. It's belt drive, a little beat up here and there. Some of the paint blowing off of the dash, but I was assured that it does run. That also comes with a catcher. It hangs on the side. There's the catcher right there. Tires go flat after a little while. That's where the catcher goes on that big side frame there. And it didn't. Again, still needs some love to it, but. They're fairly decent money all put back together, so that's on the list to get fixed. And I'm going to go show you a couple more things back at the house. Then we have these three, and all this stuff came from the same property. It was, I wouldn't call him a kid, in his 20s. Had bought a house, moved from where his parents' house was, and this was stuff that he kind of played around with, and had to get rid of all of it because the parents' house is getting redone or whatever. So we have Poulan Pro, which is the same as a Craftsman, 17 horse, 42 inch cut. I believe this one is one of them. No, it's not that one. It has a locked up motor. So this one just looks like it's been sitting, and it's going to need the love of getting that back together. Comes with a bagger. Then there's another Craftsman back here. This one is 3 years old. It's an LT2000. Really clean. Got the bagger assembly on it. Smaller of the two bagger assemblies, but still decent. Let's see if I can push this one forward so I can open the hood. But unfortunately, the problem with this one is that engine is locked up solid. So I figured that will make for as long as they didn't throw a rod and bash the case all up, and if it's just seized, possibly you can take that motor apart and see if you could actually repair that one to bring it back to life. But again, we'll see on that. So that one's a nice, still pretty clean. Mower deck's got no rust on it. And again, the bagger setup looks decent. And last but not least is going to be this Cub Cadet, and the Cub's got looks like some hours on due to the fact of the way the tires are kind of wore out. But it's of the better Cubs. It's more of a garden tractor than it is a riding lawnmower. The rear end's got bolted wheels instead of just the stud that sticks out of them, like that one has. Kind of helps you determine the level of what it has for toughness. You know, it's a little bit beefier setup. And again, that one's got a double bagger setup. It's got for hours. 278 it says. Sounds kind of low for what's on the front tires. And that is running a Kohler motor on it. Looks like it's got an oil leak at a pressure switch, judging by all the gunk and crap that's around it. And this one's supposed to run on starter fluid. And that's pretty much all we know on this one. Got a shaft drive going back to the back instead of a belt. Seat's a little cut up. Electric PTO. So. It's like a good collection, but like I said, I gotta watch how much stuff I get in, because more stuff's coming in before than the time that I have to go and work and play with them. So all three of these are good because all three have baggers on them, so even when the fall comes in, the leaf season, they still can move on, because people want them for cutting up and sucking up leaves too. So hopefully we can move a little bit of them. And somebody just rolled up in the driveway as we were speaking and wanted to know if I wanted to buy a lawn tractor and a chipper, and I passed on both of them because of this right here. So I want to try to get at least one of these kind of knocked out this week and get it out of here. I'm probably going to start with maybe the Cub Cadet. I'm not sure on that though. It's either going to be the Cub Cadet or this one. These two are the closest to running. Again, the one with the blown motor is probably going to be more of a wintertime video. When things are slow, we could take our time and take that engine apart and maybe get into that and see what it takes to go fix that, if it's cost effective or not to fix that, due to the fact that you know, if it needs a crank and a rod and, you know, all that, do those pieces become more expensive than an actual engine, used engine, to put on that would be. So we'll see. The side panels are in my truck for that. It's not missing it. It's the air cleaner in bits and pieces. So that is these guys, and we'll move on to one more thing. And a fellow YouTuber, VW enthusiast, acquaintance that I've met at a couple of the VW shows, went and kept asking me if I would be interested in a bicycle with a motor on the back. And so yeah, I was kind of curious about what he was talking about. I thought it was a bicycle and somebody added a motor on the back, and meanwhile this is more, I would call this more almost a moped than it is a bicycle with a motor. It's got, you know, the capacity to register it on it, and it's pretty cool. Beat, but it's, you know, it turns. Got big beefy brake drums on them. So again, this is also going into the horde for future will it run kind of videos. See if we can get anything out of that guy. How many miles are on it? 782 miles. I'm gonna guess mid 70s. Then that plastic cover goes over the whole engine assembly in the back. But again, that'll be for another video. So with that, guys, I'm probably gonna go sign off. We'll make this one just a little quickie, and we'll get on these sometime in the near future. Hey, this has been sitting for a day. What do you think we try? Let's try cold starting it. Let's go turn the key on. And let's hook the power up to the fuel pump. There we go. See if she'll kick over. Might have to set you down to grab the throttle. Let's see. Yeah, man. Did. Generator's real noisy. Smoke's cleared up a lot. Blow by.
I didn't even see the fourth one until you were all camouflaged.
You guys need a station wagon or something. I don't know.
Everybody said.
Well, what's this, I ask? Hi, guys. It's yours? No.